Have you ever had your daughter respond to you in the way that then you're just like, whoa, how do I respond to that? Welcome back to my channel, guys. I am so excited to share this video. I'm going to be sharing 7 reminders that I give myself whenever I go through difficulties, challenges during motherhood. And I have 3 daughters, so you know we all be on an element sometimes. But these reminders I'm constantly practicing every day to remind myself whenever I get into a funk of postpartum, my daughters are testing me, or just the world is testing me. These are great reminders to have if you're a mom or in general in life. So let's get into it. I brought my book, which look at how cute that is. First one, I remind myself that my kids, they're yearning to learn. I put this example in my head. Whenever I'm faced with a situation and another person gives me attitude or another person gives me a response that I wasn't looking for, I automatically get defensive and I automatically want to respond in a mean way, or I want to stand up for myself. I started realizing I was getting triggered in that way with my girls, and I had to really check myself and say, you know what? My kids are kids. They don't know that negative perspective of life yet. They are so innocent and they're yearning to learn. They're sponges. They're literally sponges. And I remind myself about that, and I tell myself, okay, my daughter right here is telling me she does not want to clean up her toys. I'm going to remind myself that she's a kid. This is a moment to teach her. And I love that because I really just I set that example. I take a deep breath and I just say, okay, well, I know you don't want to clean up your toys, but we have to do things we don't like sometimes. So I can help you this time, but you know, or next time we shouldn't take a lot of toys out and we should just take one at a time. Give her options and just just explain it. And I've noticed a drastic change on how I'm feeling, how the girls are responding, how the whole situation ends. So that is such a good reminder that I give myself. Remember, they're kids and they're yearning to learn. They ain't that girl that's over there at the post office upset giving you attitude. They're not that girl. Okay, number 2, always ask this question: what would love do? What would love do? And that just automatically reminds you to choose love first before anything, because love is love. If you understand the concept of love, you will automatically know, like, okay, it's blissful, it has grace, it's calm, it's peace, it's pleasant. And anytime we choose love before anger, frustration, we always feel better. Yeah, it is what it is. That's why God made love. Honestly, the term, the feeling, we should always choose love. And so I've used that with my kids, and it's helped so much, because instead of responding like, oh my gosh, you're not listening, with that tone and attitude, I'm like, okay, take a deep breath. Okay, I love you. I know you don't want to do this, and I hear you, but I really want to teach you this so that you can learn this, and this will help you in the long run. And just really explaining it, and really love them, hug them, go and get to their eye level and just really talk to them, because they're yearning for that. They're like, oh, my mom is talking to me, like she's giving me the time and she's respecting me. And all that, just like, once you choose love, all that just sprouts out, and it's such a great positive outcome. So choose love first before any other feeling tries to linger. Okay, number 3, redirection. I used to work as a registered behavioral technician, in other words, ABA therapist, and so I learned a lot about redirection and a lot of techniques that can help a child learn better behaviors and learn how to control their behaviors. I always held that with me, of redirecting. So let me give you an example. Let's say my daughter is trying to hit my other daughter, and like they're just like blah, like throwing blows, and so instead of saying don't do that, I will just be like, hey dude, there's a squirrel outside, and just full on like, there's a squirrel, did you guys see that? Or there's a butterfly. and they automatically stop what they're doing. They just look and they're just like, oh, and they literally forget what they were doing, and then they talk about the squirrel, or they go outside and they want to see the squirrel, and then it becomes a conversation about a squirrel. It's honestly one of the best techniques that I remember using with my clients and using with my kids now. And so if you're a parent, redirection. Set that reminder for yourself in any moment when there's a tantrum, when there's talking back, when there's something that they don't want to do, just to remind yourself, oh, redirection. It works like a charm. Number 4, live a little. Life is not that serious. My children taught me this. I am so grateful for them for teaching me this, because it's an ongoing thing. I haven't perfected it yet, but in moments whenever I'm getting super exhausted or just overwhelmed or pushed to my limit, I remind myself, life ain't that serious. Let me live a little. Let me go play with them. Let me not worry about cleaning the floors right now. Like, of course I have to do that stuff, but really just like shake it off and laugh about it. It should not be so serious. And it's helped me really just to humble myself and remind myself, my kids are this age for such a small time that I need to embrace it. And if I don't embrace it and live a little, I'm just gonna time's just gonna go by, and it's gonna be so sad, because I have so much on my mind and I want to get everything done. But there's moments when I should just, we're outside and they want to get wet while I'm watering, just get wet. Like, don't get frustrated about them getting wet in their clothes or getting dirty. Let's just all get wet. Number 5, I remind myself I am a badass mom. This is, of course, something that we should be telling ourselves every day and believing in ourselves. But as a mother, it happens where the enemy strikes, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't do this for my kid, and I feel like an awful parent, and my husband did this, and I should have did this, and it's just like an ongoing thing in your head. Remember, the enemy strikes you at your weakest point, and we as mothers have weak points. We do, because we have lack of sleep. We have a list in our minds of all the to-dos that we have to do. We have to carry on, everyone in the household's emotions and our own emotions. We have to just take care of a lot of tasks. So we are weak at certain points, especially at the end of the day. But remind yourself that God's got you. God's got you under His wing, under the shield of the Holy Spirit. So whenever the enemy strikes, remind yourself, I'm a badass mom. You can tell me all that you want. I am not gonna believe this stuff. And if there's moments that you're like, I'm totally sinking into the dark hole of just like believing the enemy, remind yourself, you're a badass mom. Get up, do something that makes you happy, go outside, get yourself up, because God's got you. God made you to be a badass mom for your kids. So, and if you're not a mom, you're still a badass person. Get up, do something that will shift your mind, and remind yourself you're a badass person. Number 6, consistency over selfishness. Let me explain. I remember before kids, all I had to worry about was myself and my husband. All I had to worry about was, I have to get up, I gotta do this. When you have kids, everything goes out the door for yourself. Let's just keep it real. And it's okay. Of course, giving yourself self-care is very important, but that's on another topic. But what I mean about consistency over selfishness is whenever you are teaching your kids a new task or you have a new baby, let this time be an opportunity to teach them. Teach them all that you know. Be patient with them, and they're your new fresh canvas that you can teach them and guide them, and the blessings will come later. And even in those moments when you're potty training or you're getting up every night to go put your baby back because you're trying to sleep train or whatever the case may be consistent. Be consistent over selfishness, because we can be selfish by taking the easy route. In those moments when you get caught up where you're tired and you're exhausted and you just don't want to, you want to just show them that movie, you want to just give them that candy just to like give yourself some peace, don't do it. don't be selfish. Be consistent in what you started on teaching them, the task, the lesson. And yeah, even in those times that were really hard, when you're like, okay, right now we need to be quiet, or please have quiet voices, and they're like, no, then you gotta be disciplined in a positive way and say, okay, then we have to take away this, or one more time, or else I have to do this. And be consistent, because then your children will look up to you, they will respect you, and then the blessings will come later when they grow up. I have a soon to be 4-year-old, and she's blossoming, and I'm so grateful that I stayed consistent even in those moments where I was crying at night and I'm like, I am exhausted, I'm sad, I haven't seen my friends, I haven't gone out, I am just so overwhelmed. Nah, dude, I'm happy I let go of selfishness and I stood consistent for them, because the blessing is seeing them blossom as they get older. So be consistent. The last one, I remind myself, I am moving forward. I am moving forward. This is important and has helped so much, because I really look at motherhood as a journey. We're going through this period of our lives that we're learning so much, and if we choose to really learn and let it be a lesson and grow from it and take each day as an opportunity to be better than we were the day before, it's just it's a moment of gratitude. Like, it just, you gain so much. And so I've had moments where I'm like, I'm so tired of reacting or responding the same way, and in my head I'm like, this is being stagnant. I know what I should be doing. I know how I should be responding. I know how I should be whatever, but I'm still taking the easy route and just being comfortable and being mad, or not being consistent, or letting the enemy speak to me and believe the enemy. So instead of moving forward, I'm being stagnant. So I remind myself, I am moving forward today. The enemy is striking my mind and trying to tell me lies, but I know better. I know that the enemy is a liar, and I know that God's got me. God's made me for this, and I'm going to be moving forward, and I'm going to do everything that I know that brings me joy. I pray, I read my Bible, I listen to music, I create content, I talk to my husband, I talk to a friend, I go outside, I walk, I exercise, I do whatever positive to make me feel better, so that there's no room for being stagnant. There's no room for the enemy trying to bring lies. So that has really helped me. These are just some reminders that I give myself. I have been very intentional every day when I get into those weak points to remind myself about this. Give myself affirmations. I tell myself, I am wise. I am a good mom. I am made for this. God made me for this. I am an encourager. I am encouraged. I am all of this. And I even look in the mirror when I'm brushing my teeth and I tell myself, like, you're awesome. You've learned. You're moving forward. And I tell myself that. And it's so empowering. And sometimes you got to really keep yourself, like, tell yourself, like, love yourself, and say, dang, like, my soul is telling me this. My soul knows me out of everybody besides God. Like, I'm gonna tell myself this, and I'm gonna believe this, and I'm gonna just be intentional and practice this. And it's a powerful practice. So I hope you guys enjoyed my 7 reminders that I give myself as I am a mom, as I encounter challenging moments as being a mom. I hope this helps you guys, and comment in the comments any other reminders you guys give yourselves, anything that helps you guys, because I for sure want to learn from you guys, and I hope this touches somebody. Again, thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. This creating content is a form of healing for me, so I'm very thankful that you're here. Have a blessed day. Know God's got you. God made you for you to be on this planet for a reason. God bless. Much love and peace.